Looks like it could do with a flake. It's even got a little bit of foam just sticking over the glass top. It ain't a Guinness, doesn't need a dome. It's a Stella. Well, hello there, Perfect Drafters. How you doing? Are we good? We're good. I'm saying you're good for you. Anyway, what we've got loaded is probably the most commonly bought keg on the Perfect Draft. Don't know that for a fact, but I'm guessing it. That's what I'm guessing. I can't believe I've not reviewed this until now. It is a very popular keg. And as you probably know from the thumbnail of the video, it is reassuringly expensive, people. It is the Stella Artois. Now then, that is probably the lager, the Pilsner, that is probably best known around the world. It just is. What a lot of people don't know, though, is you get different variations of it. You get different ABVs. Just in the UK alone, we have had a different ABV given to us by the fine folk of Stella over the past year. Because in 2020, they changed it from a 5%er to a 4.6%er. In your cans, in your bottles, in your favourite Tesco, Sainsbury's, Waitrose or Asda, that's what you're basically getting. That's what you're getting. You can't roll back on that ABV. That's what you're getting. That's it. As lucky Perfect Draft owners, however, we still get the nice 5% ABV Stella. And a lot of people do say that absolutely floors the Stella out of a can or a bottle. Now, I'm not a massive Stella fan myself. That said, I'm more of a Stella fan than what I am a Heineken fan, than I am a Carling fan or a Foster's fan. I don't mind a Stella. It's a good lager. Simple as that. The Stella 4, you can keep that. The Stella 0, because I'm sure there is one, probably making that up, but surely they've brought that out, but you can keep it anyway. This, however, is your Stella. It's meant to be a beauty on the Perfect Draft. So having been a keg of long standing from Beerhawk, we're looking at £30.50 in the UK for this keg, which many would have to say is a billy bargain. Not bad at all. I mean, if we have a look at the Big Bold Reviews website, we've not looked at it for a while, let's have a look. With no discounts whatsoever, you're looking at $2.90 a pint. If you fire in your full-on discount, your 15% off with your 3 kegs, your keg return, all that malarkey, you're looking at below £2 a pint. Only just $1.99 a pint, but look, that, when you're breaking the £2 barrier, belowage, that's good. Simple as that. So here's your calories for those people that are bothered about that. But if we do a little bit of comparison, because I often drift over the calorie situation, yeah, you're looking at 241 calories a pint. So if you fired down a Cadbury's Boost, quality chocolate bar, you're looking at 305 calories. A Bounty, 268. A Crunchy, you're going below at 185 calories. And the closest chocolate bar I could find was a Cadbury's Fruit and Nut at 245 calories. A mere 4 calorie difference with your pint of Stella. So, there you go. You pays your monies, you take your choice. Do you want a Fruit and Nut or do you want a Stella? Anyway, confectionery aside, what does this baby taste like? First brewed in 1926, this Belgian beauty is there for the supping. When originally brewed, you're looking at 5.2%. That quickly dropped to the 5%, like I said. It's not all about the ABV, but it is obviously when they're tinkering with the little beauty, yeah? They're changing the flavour, they're changing the punch. It just does. But when it comes to flavour of the Stella, one of the things they do pride themselves on is just 4 ingredients. Hops, malted barley, maize and water. And for those vegans amongst you, it doesn't use that isinglass thing, that fish bladder thing, to remove the yeast. So you're good. You're good with that. Good for vegans. It has got some stiff competition when it comes to the lagers on the Perfect Draft. My personal fave, still the Hertog. A lot of people like the Jupiler. You've just had the Schneiders, my most recent review before this one, but a steep old price for that. I mean, compared to £30.50 for this keg, when you're looking at £9 difference, yeah, that's a fair old whack when it comes to a keg. So, without further, people, I've got some snackage at the ready. I'm a little bit excited about that one. As always, do like me snackage. Gonna have that as well after the pour. But let's have a look at that keg. Let's do the pour. Let's bring it in. Let's have a look at those bubs. Because I have seen some people say, I've had a flat keg of Stella. Let's face it, with this probably being one of the most popular kegs on the Perfect Draft, there's a lot of them out there. So people will complain if that happens. So there might be the odd flat keg, might be the odd duff one. Let's hope I ain't got that, because I've not had a little pour out of this yet. Let's hope it ain't a duffer. But let me bring it in. Let's see if we've got those bubs. It's that chalice, so it should help. Let's see what it tastes like. I'll have me snackage. I'll give them a grading. I'll give that a grading. I'll let you know what I think. It's the usual order of play. Let's go. So there we go, people. There is the famous, the usual Stella Artois branding. The usual red on white. There it is from Belgium. It's that Belgian Pilsner. I don't know why it's got 1366 there. No idea. I thought I said 1926. But there, as we see, look at that. That's the 5%. That's what we used to get in bands. That's what we used to get in cans and bottles. Not anymore. So this is the Stella Artois on the Perfect Draft. So here we go, peeps. Into the Stella Chalice we go. Not literally. Not going to jump into it. That would make a video. But here we go. Let's give her a pour. Right, there we go. So, as usual, peeps, as usual, that first pour's a lively one. I tell you what, that came close to the rim, didn't it? Look at that. I did not put even a little bit through that pipe before that pour. So that's why you're getting that. Let's bring her in anyway, and I will give her a bit of a top up. Here we are then. I mean, that is a big old head. Big old head. I will give it a top. But look at the bulbs. Look at them. Look at them. I mean, this is a hell of a glass. It is for the bulbs. But that, I mean, it's a good colour. That is your standard Stella colour there. You know, nice amber kind of light, golden Pilsner. That's what it is. Lovely looking beer. Smelling good, looking good, lovely white head. I'll put it back. I will give it a little tippy toppy too. Then I'll have a sup. So there we go. I've given it a little bit of a tip up, top up. That's what I've done. Looks like it could do with a flake. It's even got a little bit of foam just sticking over the glass top. It ain't a Guinness, doesn't need a dome. It's a Stella. But anyway, that's what I've got. That's how I've poured it. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm absolutely gasping. I think the missus put too much salt in the cottage pie. That's just how it goes. That might pay in its favour. I've just got to say that. It's a little bit of a caveat. A footnote, if you will. Right. Here, I'll tell you what, it's got holes in that foam. Does love its foam. Still got some bulbs. Let's just... Look at him! Look at him. Right. There's no way I'm not going to get a foamy moustache with that little baby. Although it has got a lot of carbonation in there. They're not speedy bulbs. They're not speedy bulbs. Not like you would out of a can or a bottle. That's what I noticed. When you pour beers out of this, there's more slow carbonation that's coming up through that glass. And that's even with one of these. I've poured a bottled beer into this before and a can into this before, and basically you're just like, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right. I'm blabbing on again, people. Let's give it a sup. Let's give it a go. It's been a long time since I've had a Stella. I'm gonna be honest. Let's go. It's been too long. It's been too long. Because that's nice. That's good. That's a lovely, refreshing pint. That is crisp. That's as crisp as you like. That's refreshing. That is the Stella of old. It is. That's taking me back. That's taking me back. That's the Stella of old. When I wasn't bald. When I had hair. When I did care. I always care. I do care. A lot. Yeah, no, that's good. That's nice. I'll tell you, that's quite an easy drinker, that. It's a bit weird because it feels like a bit more of a easy drinker than your cans and bottles. Probably because of the less carbonation in it. I say that and I do a little belch. But anyway, probably because of that slower moving carbonation, those slower bubs, it's a bit easier to drink. Lovely chillage at the 3 degrees, an absolute beauty. You know what I mean? I think there's something in the fact that there's those 4 ingredients. It's simple. You know what you're getting. There's no complex flavours in there. No one's lobbed a grapefruit at it. It's not an IPA. You know, it's a lager. But they haven't tried to be cocky. There's no cockiness. It's reassuringly reassuring. You know what you're going to get. It's a Stella. Will Meller. Yeah, it's a Stella. Yeah, I mean, it just is. I'm not getting any peppers. There's no lemons. There's nothing else. It's just pure beer. It's hops. It's malts. It's your wheats. It's your maize. It's your water. It's carbonated. It's what you want in a standard lager. It's easy, but it's nice, and it's not got any bad aftertaste. There's no tinny, give me a 2p to suck in my mouth. Doesn't happen. It's nice carbonation, it's crisp, it's easy to drink, it's pleasant. Yeah. It's probably one of those that if you want to be safe in your 3 keg order with your 15% discount and stuff like that, try something different. Fire a Dark Arts in there and a Pineapple Express. There's a few in stock. Don't take them up because I want one for Christmas. But anyway, fire one of those Pineapple Expresses in there. Fire a Dark Arts in there, but fire a Stella in there with it. That's your 3rd keg. That's your safety net. If you haven't had the others, don't go mad on 3 different random ones that you don't know about. That, you're safe. Safe as houses with your Stella. It's safe. Anyway, before I grade it, and before Sheila goes out with a mate and pours it all over a fella, I'm going to get some snackage down me. I've got them here. We're looking at Mackies of Scotland, and I have done a Mackies before, and I wasn't macked off. They were all right. Now, what did I do them with? I did them with the Big T, because I was thinking, right, the Big T needs a Scottish snack, so I went for the Mackies. I thought they were okay. They weren't too bad. I do like kettle chips, always a pleasure. And I've got to be honest, This chap, he contacted me through my website, and so can you if you've got any snackage suggestions. And he said, Baldy, I like your reviews. I thought he could have gone a bit further than that. Wasn't a loved or, I think they're amazing. He liked them. That's fair enough. Toby Bell. Cheers, Toby, for your likeage of my videos. No, that's fine. Cheers, Toby Bell. But what he said was, get yourself down to the Co-op. Because what you'll find there is exclusive to them some Tyrrell's Biker Burger flavoured crisps. I was excited. I got on my bike. I didn't really. I got in my car. I went to the Co-op and I scoured that place. It's not a massive one that's close to me. Not a biggie, but not a smallie. It's a medium-sized Co-op. That's irrelevant to you. But basically, I had a look round festive aisle, because I thought if they're a special limited edition, that's where they could be. I looked on the single bags of crisps in the boxes, that are slightly ripped open. They weren't there. I looked in the standard crisp aisle. They weren't there. I was a little bit annoyed. I got myself a meal deal. I was going to give up on snackage. I got myself a meal deal, and I had some Co-op standard kettle chips that were sea salt and I think it was something like Chardonnay vinegar. Chardonnay. And I thought, that's a little bit different. I'll have them. And I thought, should I save them for my review? I didn't. I fired them down with my standard meal deal. I think I had chicken and bacon sandwiches. They were all right. But as I was leaving the Co-op, I saw this festive display. And I saw these Mackies on there. Mackies of Scotland, Boxing Day curry flavour. A festive flavour. Potato crisps, gently cooked to perfection. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's any blurb. It's got James Taylor on the back. He's telling us they're made in Scotland. He's working with Sally Taylor. I presume that's his wife. James Taylor and Sally Taylor. Otherwise, it's just a coincidence they've got the same surname. The speech bubble she's got coming out is, with the best varieties of crisping potatoes. Crisping potatoes? Anyway, Mackie's thick-cut potato crisps are made in Perthshire, Scotland by our award-winning family business, Mackie's at Taypack. We use the best varieties of crisping potatoes and carefully selected seasonings, and we never add any artificial colours or flavourings. Never is bolded. They're serious about adding no artificial colours or flavourings. Anyway, have we tickled your taste buds? I might let them know if they do. But these are, like I say, there's no blurb about these particular crisps, which is a bit of a shame. They could have made that effort. But they are Boxing Day curry festive flavour. Now, I was going to record this review yesterday, and I didn't. The reason was, half of the reason was at least, was because I had chips and a battered sausage. The battered sausage, again, is irrelevant to you, but I had curry sauce on those chips. And I thought, I don't want curry sauce on my chips and then go out to my bar and review curry flavoured crisps. So I didn't. But I've not had that tonight. I have had a little bit of a salty cottage pie. Let's crack into the Boxing Day curry festive flavoured Mackie's of Scotland potato crisps. These warrant a whiff. Yes, they do. They warrant a whiff. Whoa. I mean, if I'd have had these after that curry sauce on my chips, I think I would have been repeating that flavour throughout the night. These smell like someone has poured that curry sauce in a bag of crisps. They just do. Right. Looking at these crisps, I am reminiscing over them other Mackies that I had. Because I do remember now, the more of a solid crisp, the not actually as much as of a kettle chip that I recalled. I thought it was a kettle chip. It's not so much of a kettle chip. Yeah. Just looking at them now. What springs to mind when you look at these is Brannigan's. And I used to love those. And I don't know if I said it on the review before for Macca's Crisps. I used to love Brannigan's Crisps. The beef and mustard flavoured Brannigan's. An absolute belter. Now discontinued. Very much a pity. But anyway. I've got a 2-stack. Got a 2-stack crisp. Let's fire them down. Here we go. Interesting. Not amazing. Not amazing. Not bad. But not amazing. And I say that because when I sniffed them, my expectations went up a little bit. I like chip shop curry. I like it. And it really did have that chip shop curry pungent smell. I expected more flavour. I expected more flavour of that. And it's not quite there. They're not bad. They're not bad. Good dryage of the mouth. Good dryage will go pretty well, I'm sure, with the Stella. There's no doubt about that. But that's more down to the style of the crisp, I think. You know, the oil, obviously, that they put it in, sunflower oil. You know, compared to a kettle chip, a standard kettle chip, compared to standard Walkers, whatever you have, they've got a bit more of a, maybe a greasy texture to them. And not so dryage of the mouth. These dry it a little bit more. I just think it could have been a bit more flavoursome. I think they could have been that bit more bang, you know. I'm not expecting spicy. I wasn't. Because you don't get that with that curry kind of flavour. It's a difficult one. Not a bad beer snack. Don't get me wrong. Not a bad beer snack. If you were in the situation where you're inviting round a couple of friends, you've got a bowl in the middle of the table, and you're going to tip some crisps in there, and you've got these in your kitchen, as well as some Max Strong jalapeno and cheddar crisps, or let's go for a third. You've got the Cheetos, you know, Twisters, flaming hot that I reviewed the other week. They're your 3 bags of choice. And you've got friends coming round. Get these in the bowl. You don't mind your friends firing these down. They're not going to think you've been a stingy git because, you know, these are quite good. They're quite good. They're better than your standard kind of, you know, ready salted Walkers or something like that. You've gone a little bit extra. You've put them in the bowl. They're happy with you. You're happy you've not used your best crisps. Everyone's happy. Everything's got a time and a place. And that is the time and place for these. Yeah. They're a good crisp. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Right, what about this? I like you. I like you. I do. That's a challenge, to be fair. It's a challenge because I'm liking this more than the Spaten. I'm liking it more than the Spaten. It's not a Hertog, but that is, again, a little bit different. Jupiter it contends with, definitely. I can see why this sells so well on the Perfect Draft. I just hope they don't increase the price of it, because I tell you, at £30.50, that's a bargain. That's a beauty. It's a Billy bargain. And, you know, with the most recent keg release, that £39 Schneider's, I'd get this over that any day of the week and save £9. Good. It's good. And like I say, it's crisp, it's refreshing, it's got a good level of gassiness. Standard goodness. Right. What I'm giving that is an 8.5. I'm giving you an 8.5. What did I say on the top trumps? I guessed at it and I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8 on the top trumps. Said ABV 5%, got that right. Established 1926, think I got that right. Popularity, I gave an 85. It is a popular keg. Design 15, sessionability 7. I'll tell you, I might whack that up to a sessionability 8. Not bad at all. I was about right with that one, I think. Happy days. I'm liking that. 8.5. Those Boxing Day curry flavoured crisps. I'm giving you a 6.5. 6.5 for them. Which it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm a little bit disappointed. In fact, I'm more than a little bit disappointed that those Tyrrell's Biker Burger crisps were not in stock. I'm going to have to try and find a larger co-op, because apparently they are exclusive to them. Anyway, people, there we go. The Stella's been reviewed at long last. It's been a while coming. That's good. 8.5. Boxing Day curry flavoured crisps. I'm giving a 6.5. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. It always helps, and you never miss Boldy yabbing on if you do that. I've got talks coming up. I've got other kegs coming up. Apparently there's still going to be a few keg releases before Christmas. Are they going to squeeze them in? I don't know. If they do, I will try and get them. I will try and review them. So please subscribe for that reason, because I will try my best. I probably won't get hold of it now, but that's life. Anyway, people, have an absolute belter of a weekend. Please do enjoy whatever you're doing. Apparently there's snow on the way. It might have been a clickbait article. Who knows? But if it does come, stay safe, stay warm. Let the fire burn. Let the ale flow. Have a good one, Perfect Drafters. Cheers. Cheers.